them. So if you are on Facebook, you might want to go over to YouTube. I have the link in the YouTube or in the Facebook video to come on over to youtube.com/Melody Lane. Okay, guys. Good morning. I've missed you all this past week, and thanks for being here today. Today we're going to do a class for beginners. If you are a new person to Cricut or a new person to my channel, please tell us where you're from in the chat. We like to see all the new people, and when you have questions, please put them in all caps. You can just do all caps throughout the video in the live chat. If you're on Facebook, we can't see your name. We're on YouTube, we're also on Twitch, we're on my personal Facebook page, and we're in my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. It's an amazing group. There's 280,000 people there who help and answer questions, inspire, be inspired, and sometimes it's a quicker way to get Cricut support because we can help you. Thank you, Nancy Collins, for becoming a channel member. If you become a channel member for only 99 cents, you get to use my emojis. Can some of you show some of those emojis in the live chat? And if you support for $4.99 on YouTube, you get the emojis and all of my Design Space projects. There's over 850 of them. You just click and there's a video for each one. And if you support on Patreon, right here, it's only $2 to get all of my projects. So just want to throw that out. And we will be giving away one of these cuties today. We will also be giving away 2 other prizes. One, I forgot to get the winner. So I'll have to take a little break later and get the winner. But every Saturday, we do a winner to, you don't have to be live to win this one. You do hashtag what I learned Melody. And what you do is you share a video, share what you learned. It helps other people learn. And when you do that, you're entered to win forever. That's the one I got to find the winner for. So I'll have to do a little search for that. And then we do a giveaway for live chat. You win $25 just for being in the live chat. So all you have to do is be in the live chat. I'll tell you about when that is. We forgot to do that last time because we gave over $500 away in multiple giveaways. Last week, not last week, we missed last week. The week before, we gave over $500 away in my class. Make sure you're subscribed. So we're going to do an extra giveaway. If I get enough likes on this video on YouTube, has to be likes on YouTube. Okay, shall we get started? Welcome, Manila. And remember, put your questions in the capitals in the chat. So let's get started in Design Space. And when you go to Cricut.com, no, that's not what I mean. Go to design.cricut.com. If you have never downloaded Design Space, if you have not opened your Cricut machine, don't worry about it. Keep it in the box. Learn Design Space first. Design Space is the software you need to run your Cricut machine. Okay? That is the only thing that will run your machine. You need to learn Design Space. It's not that difficult. Many people make it harder than it is. So my classes help you understand what all the features are and all of that. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Stacy. So, trying to think what I need to tell you for a beginner. Oh, the best way to learn Design Space is to watch one of my videos. You're watching it live. Just watch it through. Do not try to follow along. You're going to get lost if you do that. So watch the video. Watch the replay. So watch a little bit of it. See what I do in Design Space. Pause the video. You do what I did. Follow along just like I did. If it doesn't turn out the same, rewind the video a little. Watch it again. And practice in Design Space. The best way to learn is to play in Design Space. Just watching is not going to help a lot. Thank you, Cynthia. Um, so just learn by playing. Watch what I do. You do it. Then play the video again. Watch a little more. Then you do it again. And you're going to be shocked at how well you learn it. Hi, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly's going to get all my projects. Okay, so let's go over to Design Space again. And you'll notice here I have the maker selected. You can choose whatever machine you want to choose. Even if you don't have a Cricut Joy or you don't have a maker, you can choose which one you want to choose. So I have a maker selected. So here will be my projects or your projects. It may be blank. It will be blank until you have saved some of your own projects. These are Cricut Access projects. You can click View More. You can also use this to go further. And this is for every single line that there is. And I have a maker selected, so it's going to give me some projects that I can use the rotary blade to cut fabric and some patterns and things. And you can click on these to open them up. Here's community projects. These are not always what they seem to be by the picture. A lot of times they are. Sometimes they're not. These are just what people have shared to the community. These are not made by Cricut. Okay? And then we have maker tools. Now, if I had the Joy selected, it would not give me maker tools. Endless possibilities for maker tools. Infusible ink. So here's some projects already done with infusible ink. So like if I wanted to open this up, I can scroll down. It gives me directions. You can click here to customize, and it will give me the project. It's all done for me. So all I have to do is go up here to the top right, to the green, and click Make It. Also, if you guys are asking questions in the chat, please look for the answers. I have awesome moderators in the chat. Their names are in blue, and they're helping answer questions as well. So then you can put it in here. You can also move this around, something a lot of newbies don't know. You can also click these three dots. You can move the object to another whole mat. We will show you that later because this is only one image. We don't need to. Or we can hide it and disappear. Now, there's no reason this is the only image we'd want to hide it. You can rotate it just by, I'm holding down my mouse button. You can do that. If you're doing iron-on or anything, you always want to mirror. If you're doing iron-on or infusible ink, you want to mirror. Mirror will flip it the other way so it cuts best. If you don't understand what mirror does, do some scraps. Do 3 letters on here, cut it out, iron it onto an old t-shirt or something so you can see how to do it if you're not understanding by watching people. You need to do. You learn more when you do it. You learn more when you make mistakes. That's the #1 thing people are afraid of. They're afraid to use their machine because they're going to make a mistake. It's great to make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. You understand from your mistakes. Once you understand and learn from your mistake, you're not going to make it again. Well, maybe 1 or 2 more times because I still make mistakes. And I show you the mistakes I make in the videos to help you from not making mistakes. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we're gonna just hit cancel right now because I'm just showing you the very, I'm gonna go back to home. So I'm gonna click up here and go to home. Here's maker projects for beginners. So you could click on any of these and they will help you walk you through a project. Great for beginners. Oh, look, a chipboard castle. I've not seen that project. You can click view all, and it will view all of them. They're all in that line also, so there's no more than that. But we can switch this. Welcome, Sandra. And so let's switch to the Joy machine. Because we are maker projects, those will not work in the Joy. So we're going to go back. I'm just going to click up here to the 3 lines. Look at all these things. So you might want to look at those if you've never seen those. We're just going to go back to home. And we have the Joy machine selected. Now we have creative cards. So these cards are for the Joy machine. These do not have a customize button. They won't have a customize button. If you love this card and you want to make it again, you can't click customize and save it, because the insert cards like this are made for a certain size to fit the cards. If you accidentally change the size, it's not going to work. So they don't want you to customize it. You can click this little star and it will be added to your favorites. And it gives directions here, and then you can just make this. And because I have a project already here, it's got to switch over and you'll just continue. I'll have to, my Joy machine is not set up. It's not plugged in right now. So it won't do that. Yes, I want to cancel the cut. We're going to go back to the home. Yes, I want to cancel. Go back to home. There we go. So hopefully you understand that. How can you make Joy projects on the Maker? I have a whole video on that. I'm not sure we'll have time to get to that today. Okay, now here's where I start most of the time, are in images. Wait, let me show you this first. Welcome, Kim. If you go to Cricut Access and click View All, you can go up here to different categories. You can go to your projects, your favorites. So if you have favorited some of these, they will be under your favorites. Featured Cricut Community, Accessories, Anna Griffin, Baby and Pregnancy, Cards, Christmas, Clothing. There's a lot of them. There's free ones, planners, wreaths, so many of them. You can also search here. Now this is where I think most people search. Most newbies search for images and they just don't get many images. So then they go into the websites and search for projects. But there are all so many in Design Space. And this is where we find all the projects. Welcome, Terry. So right here in images, did you see where I hit it? Images. It may come up like this. Welcome, Jenny. Click on all images and click on image sets. I like this to see what the new image sets are. So this one was from a, welcome Terry. This one was from a mystery box. But then these are new ones. Here's New Year's Eve, 6 images. Celebrate Kwanzaa, 14 images. Kwanzaa wine bags. Anytime calendar. So you can make calendars for any months. Flip calendar. Oh, that's cool. So there's 58 images. So you can make your own flip calendar. Ahoy Pirates. Year of the Ox. Sarah Hurley. It's been 2 weeks since we've seen these. Because every class we go over the new ones. Sarah Hurley has a bunch of different ones for the holidays. Twins Double Trouble, Tropical Staycations, Loch Ness Monster, Bathtub Images, more bathtub images, Japanese images, I don't, Kanachiwa? I don't know how to say that. I don't know everything. Punny Animals, love them. There's 20 images. On the Farm, 60 images. Snowmobiling t-shirts. Lights, Camera, Action, 39 images. Cozy Winter's Night, 33. Outer Space Icons, there's 60 images. Science t-shirts, Pretty Peacocks, Fruit Harvest, African American Silhouettes, graphic t-shirts. Some of these are really cool t-shirts. Hairstyling tools, cuddly animals, Born to Snowboard. These are just all new in the past 2 weeks. And then I think we've shown some of these in past classes. So image sets are here, and they always put the most recent at the top. So let's go back here. Now, if you have questions, please put them in all caps. And if you are new to my channel, tell me where you're from. And we are going to do the shout outs really quick. And I'm going to find the winner of a giveaway. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Melody, Susan, Marcia, Monica, Sarah, Kim, Beth, Holly, Sue, Nikki, Allison, Vicky, Robin, Joanne, Jude, Sherry, Dee, Annie, Lori, Paige, Tracy, Becky, Colleen, Karen, Jody, Trish, Beth, Simlin, Lori, Alicia, Bonnie, Cassie, Janet, Rowan, Barbara, Betty, Carissa, Cheryl, Darlene, Pam, Lisa, and Sarah. A huge thank you to my co-sponsors. You guys are awesome. Okay. I see so many of you in the chat, and so many of you are on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, please go over to youtube.com/MelodyLane so you can join in on the giveaways. I'm going to shut down the videos on Facebook and Twitch. So you'll have to come over to YouTube. The more likes we get on the YouTube video, the more giveaways we're going to do. Okay? Maybe we'll even do a second CUTIE giveaway. So make sure you come over to YouTube because you're not going to win on Facebook. Okay. Somebody's asking, how do we get 2 image sets? I showed you how, but we're going to show you again. Okay, because we're going to go through that again. We're going to go through some of the basic features of Design Space. But first, let's do a giveaway. So here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel. We don't have to do that again. Okay, the winner of the #WhatILearned Melody goes to Heather Trudeau. Thank you, Charlie. That was so sweet. Heather, she also put #WhatMelodyLane inspired. That is for a Wednesday giveaway. So she double entered into my giveaways because I do a giveaway every Wednesday. If you use one of my project files and put #MelodyLane inspired, you're automatically entered. But she added the #WhatILearnedMelody. She added the video, and she learned how to weld and slice and contour and a lot more in this video. Welcome, Tawana. So Heather needs to contact me, and she will get $25 through PayPal or Amazon or a gift card to Joanne. Anything I can buy, it comes out of my pocket to give you online. And if you're asking questions, put them in all caps. Jamie is helping me grab the questions so I can answer those later. So don't worry about if I haven't answered your question, then we'll get to it. Nancy Cook. Thank you. Okay. Let me get rid of this one. I also want to say we are going to put timestamps in the description of this video on YouTube. So let's everybody say goodbye to Facebook and Twitch. We are going to turn that off now. So you guys will come over to YouTube so you can be entered into the giveaway. We have 203 watching right now from the Facebook group. You guys come over to youtube.com/MelodyLane. Okay, goodbye for them. Okay, so you guys on YouTube, we're all alone now. Somebody just asked in the chat, how do you support on Patreon? If you want to support on Patreon for just $2, it's $2 a month or $21 for the entire year. You can just do it all in one payment if you like, and you get a discount that way. It's patreon.com/MelodyLane. Just sign up for the $2. There's higher tiers. You get more. If you sign up for $15 and you support for January, February, and March, you're going to get this pin that says Let's Craft. These are the pins that we have done this year so far. The next pin is for January, March, and February $15 supporters. And you can always send me a message, ask me questions. Also, let me show you how to do that. Here's my website. It's melodylaneinspired.com. Where's the thing? Okay. melodylaneinspired.com. This is a great place to find your questions already answered. If you click on the FAQs, it will take you to questions. Thank you, Kanika. What's the current discount code? You can click on it and it will tell you right here. Where do I find the monthly password? That's to get my projects. You can click here. There's ones just for password, for Patreon, for Cricut. I get this question all the time. What printer do you recommend? You'll click here and you'll find the answer. What Cricut machine do I recommend? So you can go to FAQ. You can go to About Melody, and you can find the Cricut discount code here. If you click on this or any of these, I do get a small commission, and that helps me do the giveaways. That helps me be here and do the videos for you. It doesn't cost you any extra, and the Cricut discount code is always right here. Okay, welcome, Patty. Okay. Is there content from Design Space with Cricut cartridges? Yes. Okay. We're going to go back to Design Space. Oh, to click here. I'm like, I'm losing myself. Okay. We have 743 people watching and only 170 thumbs up. We're not going to do the CUTIE giveaway until we get 500 thumbs up. So you guys keep clicking that like button. Welcome, Flossie. Okay, so one question we get a lot is, where do you find the cartridges that you have linked to Design Space? If you use the old Cricut machines, you have physical cartridges that you link to, that you need to link. For one, you can link them through here. If this doesn't work, then call support. Thank you, Sarah Evans. So always look through here. There's settings in here. You can play with this stuff. Manage custom materials. That's not something I would do yet until you are more playing around and cutting and doing different stuff. Oh, it even has new features. Is that new? I just clicked on it and didn't do anything. Huh. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that one before. But if you want to go to your own projects, you can click here. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not my own projects. Oh, my projects are up here. Now I don't remember what I hit. I have the joy selected. I'm going to go ahead and click the maker. So it just does give you those oh yeah, that's right. You guys, I've been out of it for a week. To go to my projects, you scroll here. So these are my personal projects. Thank you, Melinda. This was one of the favorites. I love that one. Okay, and images. There's so many ways to find images. There's over 150,000 images. Thank you, Anna. So we're in image sets. I showed you how to do that. So you can go here. If you see this, if you are on an iPad or Android, click on highlighted categories. Thank you, Cheryl. And then you want to go to image sets. Thank you, Sarah. And these are what used to be called cartridges. Somebody said she wanted the paper dolls. So I'm going to search cartridges. I'm going to search paper. Here are Paper Dolls Teen Scene. I love this cartridge. I don't use it very much, but I love it. It's fun to play with. And was that the only? Okay, yeah, here's the paper dolls. These are the fun ones. If you don't own these, I'm not sure if they're available. You can click on ownership and do purchased. Now I have paper up here selected. Thank you, Connie. So it's only going to show me the paper ones. I can click on that and purchase. I have 479 image sets that I have purchased. Welcome, Dolores. Okay, some of these are not. Oh, you know what? These are fonts. So the ones that are fonts are not in this area. They're just fonts. I think they're just showing me what fonts I have purchased. So if you have linked cartridges, they would be under purchased. If you do not have access and you're new, you want to find some free ones, you can click on free. And you'll see over here, these are free. You can cut these out as long as they're free. If you click on an image, if you click on a set, it'll show you all of the images in the set. You can click on one. If you save this to a project, you can save it as long as you want, but it still has to be free when you cut it. Sometimes they're not always free. If this is no longer free when you decide to cut it, it will ask you to either pay the 99 cents for the image or ask you to join access. And so when you have a project or an image down here, let's just go over these real fast. This will make it bigger or shorter. You can also do that up here by changing this. If I want the width to be 5 inches, I can just click 5 and click enter. Or if I want it a certain amount tall, if I want it 8.3, click enter. It's 8.3 tall. You can tell, whoops, if you click on it, you can see it right here, and you can see the width here. It's also in layers. I'm going to make it a little smaller just so it fits the screen. And another thing, see how this is all white on white? If I can't see this well, thank you, Sue Ellen. I'm going to change the color of the canvas. Did you guys know you can change the color of the canvas? And you just click here, it says blank canvas. You will never ever be able to turn on this eye. So don't try to click it, okay? It's never going to happen. Now, here's what the top of the screen looks like right now. Nothing's selected. When I click over here on blank canvas, watch the top of this change. So now it has the word color with a little box. If you cannot see that box, it is your computer display brightness and contrast. All of that is needs to be changed so you can see it. Or just click in the area underneath color and you can choose a color for the background. You can click on any of these, or you can click on advanced and move this around if you want. So now we can see this image a little bit better. Welcome, Catherine. So now this is a drawing image and a cut image. You can hide this. If you just want it to draw, you can hide that back image. You can hide any image over here in the layers panel. If you're on an iPad or something, you can still do that. You have to open up the layers panel and then you click on here and then there's a little eye at the bottom. So everything I'm showing you today you can do on the other ones. You just have to play in the app. Now, if I don't want to draw this, I can click on that and just cut that out. Or I can draw this. I can also choose the pen color that I want to draw with. Now, I don't have to because I can put any color pen I want. It's going to tell me to put the midnight or the black pen in because that looks like that's chosen. But I can put the red pen in if I want to, or the pink pen, or whatever color I like. Now, if I want to change the pen, I can't really change it here because it has both pieces selected because they're attached. When you're drawing and cutting, they have to be attached. Sometimes you have to attach that yourself. And this is the detach button or the attach button. Thank you, Lori. But I just want to leave this as it is. And I'm going to click over here on the draw. Now I only have the drawing area selected. You can tell because the box is not around this white area. It's only around here, and this is gray over here. So it's only got this selected. And now up here, it doesn't say multiple. It says draw, and this box here is the color of pen. So you can change the color of pen. It's selected with the fine pen. There's so many colors, some infusible ink and some regular. Now you can click here. You can choose the extra fine, the gel, the glitter gel, the marker, the calligraphy pens. Now you do not have to choose these and use those specifics. Thank you, Melinda. Welcome. The Cricut machine does not know what pen you're putting in. It doesn't know what color you're putting in. But sometimes I do projects with a lot of different pen colors. And if I select a certain pen color, I want to know which one to use. And the Cricut will tell me which one to put in first. It will pause. It will tell me which one to put in for the next part. So you never know what to put in until Design Space tells you after you click Make It. Okay. So you can click these, you can change the color, and it will change on here. Now, while we're on drawing, let's go find an image, and we're going to go back, because right now we're just in this simple cut sampler. We're only in this project. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go back. So here we can browse all images. And look through all of these. If you're new to Design Space, click on these. See what's here. Do some searches. What was I gonna do? Oh, let's do tree. I want to find a draw image, but I don't know how many are in tree. Okay, there's 2,719 trees. Now, if you click on trees, you may get a no. It used to be that if you did plural, it was different, but you do have these that are more plural at the top of the search. Okay, but I don't want just cut trees. I want drawing. So we could go to 3D. So it will show you the trees that are made to be 3D. So there's 50 of those. I'm going to check that off. Operation type, this is what I want. See, you don't have to remember everything. I don't remember everything. I just click on here until I find it. Operation type, draw only. So then these are trees that are already set to draw. There's 165. That's a scary tree. Palm tree, I love this one. Now, I want to show you something else with this one. Let's bring this one in. And I'm going to change the lines. Let's change the color of this first. I'm going to make it a lighter color. Let's do yellow. Up here, you can change. See, I'm clicking on this little box up here. It changes the grid. I'm going to do no grid for now. And I want these to be different colors, the hearts to be different colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to duplicate up at the top of the layers panel. Now somebody just asked a question. Thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly says, thank you. I've been a Cricut owner for many, many years and have already learned new things in this class. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we're going to duplicate. Somebody asked about changing it to cut and draw and vice versa. You can, let me see if I can change this to cut. When they're set to draw only, oh, it did cut and print. I don't know why that did that. We're going to change it back to draw. I'll show you how to use all these different line types. We're duplicating this because we're going to contour. So contour is the bottom right corner. If you're on an iPad, it's under, I think, actions, and it's all the way to the right. We can turn off some of these. Let's do that. Okay. So now we don't have as many. You know what? I'm going to get rid of it. Whoops. I'm hitting zoom. Okay. Let's get rid of these. You can also get rid of them over here. You can click on them. So all the gray ones are the ones we got rid of. Did I get all of those? Looks like it. And then we can just click off. So now I have these. And what I would want to do is get rid of the ones I have here. So it's this one. Let's do those first. So I want to, here, wait. Let's scoot this way over this way so I can see these at the same time. See how I did that? I want to get rid of the ones that I kept here. And I think that's it. If I made a mistake, then it's okay. So these would go here. Okay, but I'm going to change the color to raspberry. Let's change the color of the background back to white so we can see better. Let's change these candy crystal, just so we can see the different colors. Now I want it to cut these with different colors. Now you can do this, it doesn't even have to be on draw images, it can be cut images, you can do contour on anything. Now if we were to go click make it, let's see what happens. This is not what we want to happen. We do not want that there. And I can't even move this to match it. I would have to move this. We don't want to mess with that. So we're going to go back and fix it. What we're going to do is we're going to draw a box around it. I'm holding down my left mouse key and I'm letting go. So I let go and I'm going to attach them. Okay, now I can change these to any size as long as it fits on the mat. Now when I click make it, it's all set together. Now I can move this on this mat if you want to move it anywhere. We can move it to another mat. So I can click here on the circles, move object, and then I can click it here. So we put them on the exact same mat. Yes, my classes are all, you can watch all the classes from last year, the year before. All my videos are always on design or on YouTube. You can watch it anytime. Have you guys learned anything yet today? Okay, we're going to cancel because we're not really going to cut this. Okay, how many likes do we have? My videos are always on design. There I was. Oh, we have 682 likes. Thank you guys. Shall we do a giveaway? Okay, you guys are learning. We're going to keep going. Have you guys seen Nightbot? I thought I saw him. Jamie, is Nightbot here? Okay, make sure you guys comment in the chat because my Nightbot is the one who chooses the winner from the chat. Okay, I said we would do a giveaway, a CUTIE giveaway when we hit 500. There's Nightbot. Nightbot shares links to help me out. So here are the cuties. I think this one's raspberry, mint, dusty rose, blush, wisteria, lilac, rose, flamingo, emerald, pistachio, and what's his name? Yellow gold? He's not gold. Gold is different. Yellow. Sunshine. Is that his name? Sunflower. I think it's sunflower. And as we get more likes, we'll do more giveaways. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, is my sound any better? Yeah, it's sunflower. So the winner gets to choose just one of these, not all of them. Okay. You guys aren't really excited about this at all, are you? You guys are so funny. Okay, we have a lot more in the class to learn. So we're going to go ahead and do this giveaway, and we have more giveaways coming. So don't go away. This class usually lasts about an hour. Sometimes I go over this one. I promise you, it's going to be longer. There's so much to learn. The winner does get to pick the color that they want. Are you guys ready? Here we go. We have a winner. Nightbot gave the winner in the chat. I will also show you the winner because there's so many people chatting, it's kind of hard to see. Okay. Where are we at? What can you guys see? Do you want to see the winner? Congratulations, Tanya Borchers. Oh, I forgot to tell you how to contact me. That's why I went to my website to start with. I got a little sidetracked. So, Tanya, you need to get a hold of me. Let me show you how. Wait, let me take a screenshot so I got this. Welcome, Nancy. Okay, where are we at? To get a hold of me, to contact me for any questions, concerns, or anything, welcome, Yasmin. All you have to do is go to melodylaneinspired.com, click contact. This is not just for supporters or anything. It's for anybody who has questions. And you can just put your name, email. For the Cricut CUTIE, I will need your shipping address. And it's open to anybody in the world. So I just need your shipping address. So Tanya needs to email me. Okay. Now I'm going to look at some of I'm going to look at some of the questions that we have gathered. We still have a lot more to do, but I'm going to look through some of those and see if I can answer some of those questions. Oh, the CUTIE, hold on. I just got a message that some people think this is the green emerald CUTIE. It's not black. He's green. See? It's just the lighting in the camera. He's green. He did kind of look a little black. He's not. Okay. Oh, I was going to go get your questions. Okay. We have a lot of them, and we haven't even gone through so much. The first question I saw even before we started was, good morning, Melody and Crafters. When making a 5x7 card, how do you judge where to draw the words inside the card? Okay, so if you want to, let's just get rid of these things. If you can make your own card very easily. Let's just go ahead and make our own card. We can go to images and let's clear all. We'll put card in here. It has 11,000 cards. Now, another way to find cards is to go to image sets and search cards. There's 139 kind of cards. These are all cards. These cool, crazy cool cards are really, really awesome, along with these creative cards. They're so much fun. Pop-up cards. So many different cards. The box cards. These are not included in Access, but I've purchased the entire image set. Welcome, Kim. These are not in Access. So Access, let's talk about that. Any image or image set that has this green A means it's included with Access. That means if you subscribe to Cricut Access, Standard or Premium, and it has an A, it is free for you to use, only while you have Access. Most of the images have a green A. Here are corner cards. Here are corner cuts. So if you like those Joy insert cards and you have a maker, you can make your own, or the Cricut Explorer also. And here's more cards. Here's greeting card sentiments that you can just add into it. You know what? Let's use one of these. Let's just use this one for now. So we're going to insert that. Somebody asked, how do you know where to size it on the inside of the card? So we're going to go to shapes. These shapes are always free to use. There's a lot more shapes in Design Space, but these are just convenience right here. We're going to use a square. We're going to go ahead up here. Let me click on this. Whoops. I'm clicking on the wrong screen. I have two screens. You can unlock it here and you can drag this to the size that you want. So I want this to be, she asked about 5 by 7 or somebody did. I don't remember. We'll make it 5 by 7. I can drag that till I see the 7, or I can just go up here and put the number, which is much easier if you know the exact amount you want. And I don't like that color, so we're going to change it to yellow. This is the front of a card, but it's not a complete card. You want a card that you can fold. So we don't want this to be only 5 inches. We really want it to be 10 because we want to double it. Now, how do we know where to put this? We can't see it when we move it over. There's 2 ways to move. There's more than 2 ways, I think, to move this to the front. You can come over here and drag it. So I'm holding down my left mouse button and moving that up. So now it goes into the front. You don't want to center it because you're going to fold the card in half. So to find the middle, welcome Living Chai. We are going to go to shapes and do score line. Now, if you have a Joy machine, you do not have a score line. So we're going to drag this over here. I'm going to make that long like that. Let's just move this over. This is not the center. I want to find the real center, but I don't want to spend time doing that. Who wants to spend time doing that? Just drag this over so it touches both of them. It will select everything. We know it's selected because in the layers panel, they're both gray. So now we want to go to align. It's right up here. See where my mouse is? Click align and click center. So now it's centered. Now, if we were to click off of that, nothing selected, and move this, oh no, we messed up. It's not in the center any longer, is it? Because we moved it. So let's go back, align, center. And now we're going to go down here to attach because we want that attached. And you can't see the bottom. Let me move it up a little. Oh, now there's nothing to attach. It's all gray because we don't have anything selected. Because I clicked off of it. We know they're selected. We're going to click attach. Now when you attach something, look what happens. It moved it to the top. So now this is in the back again. So you can just drag this up here. And now it's back at the top. Or you can click arrange. You can move it to the back. You can move it forward. You can move it to the front if there's only 2 images. So you can also right click. So if you're on a computer, you can right click and move this where you want it also. So there's 3 ways. There's usually more than one way to do a lot of things in Design Space. What is the difference between the $99 membership and the $4.99? When you click on the join, you can click on those and it gives you the perks. The 99-cent membership will give you the special emojis and the badge. The $4.99 membership will give you access to my projects. For those of you who joined my projects for the $4.99 or $2, the best way to do it is only $2. So $2 on patreon.com, you get access to all my files. That costs less And I think you might get a little more for the $2. And if you want the emojis, do 99 cents. But when you support at that price, you get a secret password. Well, here's what happens. This is what happens. And I put in the password. And my software for holding my password wants me to join it. And then you have all of these. You can go by theme. There's lots of them. You can go by type. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Welcome, Laura. But I have lots of videos on helping you know how to do that as well. And then don't forget to move the pages, or you can just search right here also. Okay, let's go back. No, that's not it. Oh, here, let me show you. When you click on these, you just click open, and it will open in Design Space. There's no uploading. You just click open, and it comes over on my other screen like this, and it opens the project. This one is a debossed plants, but I also have it in Draw already for you. Here's the card base. This is really easy. This actually cuts out the butterfly, and these butterflies are like popped up. The wings are popped up. It's a really cute card. But let's go back to where we were. Okay. So somebody says, how do you know where to put this on a card? So if you want it on the inside of the card, I would put it here. You cannot write on the inside and outside at the same time. So what I like to do, you can change the size. You can put the card anywhere you want. If you want to make sure it's exactly in the center, side by side, what I do is I get another shape. I'm going to change it so you can see the color. I'll make this one green. I want to make this exactly 5 wide. Oops, I didn't unlock the lock, so we're going to unlock this little lock. It also unlocks this lock, and we're going to make this 7 because it's a 5 by 7 card. We're going to put it right on top of that. We're going to grab the drawing here. We can just scoot that up on top. And now we can select the drawing there, hold down the Shift key on our keyboard, and select it here. If you're on an iPad, all you have to do is like double click it. You click one and then double click the next one. So now we only have these 2 pieces selected, and we're going to go to Align, and we're going to do Center Horizontally. Now if you want it in the exact center, you can go down here. I kind of like it a little higher. So let's move this back up. And we're going to hold down our Shift key, select the green one. You can select it here or in the Layers panel and go to Align and Center Horizontally, and it's scooted over just in the center. But we don't want it to write on this green piece, so we're just going to put that over here. We can hide that if that's something we want to use in the future. So I'm going to hide that. But we need to attach this. If we don't attach it, let's click Make It. It's going to put it on its own. It's going to draw on our mat. We don't want that. So we have to attach it. So now when we hit Make It, it's going to draw exactly where we want to put it. Now, if you want to draw on the front of a card, here's what I like to do, because I like layers on a card, not just one piece of paper folded. I'm going to add another shape and click on that. I'm going to unlock it and just drag this to where it fits on the shape where I want. Let's make this another color. So now I can draw here. Now, if we're doing text, we're we're going to click text. If we want drawing text, we're going to go to style. So the font is here. Before we even choose a font, we're going to change this to writing. You can choose regular, italic, bold, depending on your font. If your font does not have a writing font that you have selected, this will not be an option. You can change it to write even if it doesn't have a writing font, and that will give you the bubble letters. So I'm going to go up here. Now, these are all the fonts on my computer and by Cricut. If I don't have any writing fonts on my computer. Cricut has them all. Now, this does not mean it's only going to show me fonts that have writing style. Like this one has single layer cutting. So that one's just going to cut. I'm going to go over here to filter, the top right, click on that. I can do my fonts, multi-layer fonts. A lot of you ask about offset. A lot of the Cricut fonts have built-in offset. And you'd want to go to multi-layer fonts, single layer, writing, or saved for offline. Notice these have a button here for download. If you download them, they will be saved for offline. This is a great way to save your favorite Cricut fonts by downloading them, because then you can just click here and it will be your favorites. So we're going to click on writing right now. And it doesn't always show you the writing on here. It will only show you the writing if they are only writing fonts. There are tons of writing fonts. There's some that are more than just, this is one of my favorites and I've never even used it. Let's just say happy. Look at how pretty that is. I just made it big so you can see it. Isn't that a beautiful font? It's beautiful. I love it. There are some others. There's some that have hearts in them, flowers in them, swirlies in them, snowflakes in them. There's so many. I'm going to go to one of my favorites is Carly Sketch. So I just typed in Carly and I'm going to do Carly Sketch. So it kind of fills it in a little bit. And the smaller you go, the more filled in it will be. So we can do the same thing with this. I'm holding down my shift key, clicking on this back part, clicking align center horizontally, and then we want to attach. Oh, this is one of the glitches. We're going to detach. Let's put this over here. We're going to select this, arrange it to the front. We're going to, when you use the shift key, that's one of the glitches. It did fine on this one, but we're going to align center horizontally, and I'm going to select it with my mouse and then attach, and now it worked. And so now if I wanted to write like happy birthday, or I just put the word happy, we could put this on the front of the card. So you can't really see the front of the card right now. It's on the other side of this yellow piece. When this card is folded, this is the inside. But if you're not putting anything on the inside, you can put this on the inside. So now you can write on the front and back. You just add another piece of paper. Does that make sense? Okay, we have, how many likes do we have on the video? 797. And we have 739. When we get to 825, we'll do a $25 giveaway to anybody in the chat. Okay. You guys, you're not going to learn everything in this one video, but I do want to teach you the basics, and I'm going to answer a few more questions. One question we have is about the browser. It does not matter what browser you go to get Design Space. The browser has nothing to do with Design Space anymore. Somebody asked, how do you use the search feature to find thank you cards not limited to the Joy? If you want to do that, make sure your machine type is on a different kind of machine. And go to image. And we're just going to go back. We're going to search thank you card. Whoops. It's great if you spell it correctly. So here are thank you cards not limited to the Joy machine. There's 15,000. Because it's not going to give you, the thank you cards are mostly at the top, and then it's going to tell you the cards. So there's 15,000 cards. And you can make your own. I make my own thank you cards, although this one is a pretty awesome thank you card right here. I love this one. And this little button here means I have saved it for offline. If I want to save one for offline, that means I'm going to be taking my computer somewhere where I don't have internet, or I have bad internet. My internet goes down all the time. It doesn't. But if it did, I would want to download my favorite images. So I can just click download and see it swirling. Now it's saved for offline. So I can use this even if I don't have internet. Can we make a Joy card on the Maker? Yes. Let's go to my projects. To find the Joy cards, you have to have the Joy selected. And we're going to go to projects over here. Cricut Joy insert cards. Okay, so if I change this to Maker, these are going to go away. See, no results. So we're going to go back to Joy. We're going to select this as a favorite. Now we can go back here. Click the Maker. Now also notice something else that happens a lot. Do you see the caution line sign? Click on that caution sign and it will tell you why it's there. I did have the Maker selected. Now I have the Joy selected. If I click on this, it says not supported by the Joy. Pen incompatible. Change the pen selection. Now, in the Joy group, I have a Cricut Joy projects and machines group. The Cricut Joy has different pens. So this pen is going to be incompatible. You do not change the physical pen in the machine. The machine does not know what pen you are using, what color you are using. You have to change it in Design Space. So what you want to do is go over here. See how there's a question mark on the draw? Click on that and choose any color pen. And the sign went away. This one, because the Joy does not do a score line, it's that one. It's also going to say that it's too big because the Joy cannot do 5x7. So these are saying it's not supported because it's too big. Okay, but we're going to change it to the Maker. So whenever you see the caution signs, click on it. It'll tell you. If you have questions, you can always leave me a comment in the video or go into one of the Facebook groups and ask. I forgot what I was going to show you. Oh, how to do the projects. No, I don't want those projects. I want these projects. I'm going to go to here and go to my favorites. So I favorited these And I have the maker selected. That means I can still cut these. So we can select that. I can click make it. And I'm going to replace the image that I have there. So it's going to get rid of all of that. We've already selected the CUTIE winner. Okay, so now it gives me this. It doesn't give me the piece to cut out at all. It only gives me this. So what I want to do is I want to move this all the way over here. And if I have the same insert cards that you buy for the Joy, you just put it down so the corner of it is over here. You want to leave 1/4 of an inch. So if you put your, you want to leave 1/8 of an inch for this. If you put your paper halfway between this little line, there's a line on your mat. See that red line? That line is on your physical mat. So put the paper somewhere between that and it will go across this way. And this will be the front of yours. So it will draw and cut. And I have other videos on this too. Okay, let me grab a few more questions. Let's go to shadow fonts. Let's go back. Okay, I want to get off of this. Get off of this. We're going to go to fonts. We still have writing fonts selected, and I don't want that. I just want regular. Now I don't have a choice to change this because the font I have is only writing fonts. So we're just going to change this. So we're on regular. Now when I click here, I want to do multi-layer fonts. Let me see. I think this one has that. Not all of the multi-layer fonts have, oh, I forgot to write something. Are we all happy today? Oh, we have 837 likes. Okay, after I get to this, we'll get to the $25 giveaway. So keep chatting. Now this font, it's only showing one layer. The other ones are hidden in the layers panel. So if I turn this one on, this one gives that offset look. Do you see that? This third layer will close in the ones behind it. Now when you have different layers like this, if you click on this, you have another whole line here to change the size, the letter spacing. You can move it together. You can just put a number in there, play around. Line spacing is if you have more than one line. So let's go ahead and add another line so I can show you. And it's going to be the same font and everything because it's in the same box. But if we decide we want to make happy, oh, I put happy, happy. I'm just full of happy. If we want these different fonts or anything, we can go to advanced, ungroup lines. So now this is on its own. Notice how that changed there. And this is on its own. And don't ever forget the undo button. So if I undo, now it's back to that. It's all to one. We click on advanced and ungroup lines. So now I can choose this and make this a different font. And this is the birthday cakes font. I love this one too. This also has offset. It was just hiding. Okay, now you can also use advanced to ungroup each letter. Now what that's going to do is ungroup each letter. You can change the size of just one letter. You can change the font of just one letter. And it changes the background too. So it changes all of that. okay? You can move them closer together. You can change the color. So if I want this P to match these colors, I can click on that, go up here to the square, and click this one. These top colors are what are in your projects. Thank you, Sue. So we can click on that. Now we need to click the background piece and match it with the background piece. So now that matches much better. Now if we want, I'm going to show you on this one first. I'm going to move these together. So I want the pieces welded together. So I'm moving the letters closer together. Whoops, further apart, closer together. So I want them like that. Now I'm going to ungroup to layers. So now I have the layers ungrouped. And because this is black, you can't see what I want to show you. So I'm going to make it yellow. Now see these cut lines? These are going to cut out. This A is overlapping that H. That means it's going to cut through the H. The H is also going to cut through the A. So it's going to have a little break there. That's not what we want. Thank you for subscribing. So I'm going to select all these. And we're going to weld. So now these cut lines are not there. They're going to be all together. I'm going to move this over so it's not in the way of that. So have you guys learned anything today? I know. Raise your hand if you learned something. That will also get you into the giveaway. We're going to pick a random giveaway in just a few minutes. And I'm just so excited you guys are learning. So I don't charge for my Cricut classes. We do this every Saturday at 11 a.m. I think my alerts for the subscribing were a little off. Okay, before we do the giveaway, I'm going to show you this. So this is now behind it, so we can move that in front of it by moving that up and placing that there. But if you're doing this with paper, they're going to cut out separately. If you're doing it with vinyl, they'll stay right there. And then we just place these pieces on there and this will be welded. Okay. Let's do our giveaway. Thank you everybody for subscribing. Nightbot is going to, hold on, let me refresh this. Okay, now chat. I was still on the other giveaway, so now it's going to count the people who chatted. So now say something in the chat. I'm going to look for a question real fast, and then we will pick a giveaway. How many likes do we have? If we get to 900 likes, we're going to do another giveaway for $25. It's just random. Oh, I was going. Okay, let me look for a question real fast. Somebody asked if they have an iPad and a MacBook. Is one better than the other? I like computer better than iPad. Some people like iPad better. Oh, Nightbot has the wrong discount code. Thank you. That actual discount code that Nightbot is working will still work as of right now. But I do have a new discount code when you're purchasing with Cricut. Design Space is not compatible with the Fire tablet. Somebody is confused about slicing, welding, and attaching. We will do that next. Okay, let me go to Nightbot. We have a winner. Lori Camper 063 is the winner. You win $25 cash. Let me know if you want it through PayPal or Amazon, and then I will need the email that you use for either PayPal or Amazon, whatever one you want to do. She's using my special emojis. Thank you, Lori. Let me screenshot that. Okay. So we will do another giveaway too, because this is such a long class. Okay. Now we asked about slicing and welding and all of that. You can, let me see. Yeah. These letters here, I have not ungrouped. These I have. So now I can just ungroup these to layers, each individual one. These I have not ungrouped. So I have words like this. And let's say, let me see if I can put these in the center, if they will actually be in the center. Yes. So I lined them in the center. Now I'm going to slice these through. Let's say I want to slice those. When you slice, you have to move things out of the way. So now I have this outline piece. Maybe you just want to use this piece. Or I could change the color of this. Let's do that. And put that there. Or just use this itself. So that was slice. Let me, grouping, like now I'm selecting these. Let me put all these back together. I'm going to select all three of these layers. You can tell they're selected. Over here, click group. The reason I'm grouping is just so I can move them out of the way. I could hide the whole group itself, or just bring back one of the layers, or bring back the whole group. See how I do that? Welcome, Martha. Yeah, Nightbot just chooses from the people chatting. It does not, I have no control over who he chooses. You cannot make the offset thicker or smaller right now. Hopefully Cricut is expanding the software to add offset. What does flatten do? Great question. I'm going to change these colors a little bit of these letters. So I clicked over here to grab these, and then I'm going to click here just to change the one color. I don't know why that one's not in the middle. That one's just how that one is. For some reason, when I'm changing these, there we go. There. I just double clicked it and I went back. If I wanted to flatten these, let's change this. I don't really like this green color. There. Let's change this color. If I take these all and flatten them, wait, let me move them together. Whoops, I clicked attach on accident. Totally did it on accident. When you click attach, it changes it all to one color because it's on the same mat. It cuts it out all on the same mat and together. And these will cut inside each other. Everywhere you see a line, that is a cut line. It's going to cut these out to look like it was sliced out. That is not what we want, and this is why we love undo. Okay, just as it is, I haven't done anything else to it. We're going to click make it, and it separates every color into a different mat. Okay, why can't I choose you? Okay, you can normally click on these. You can change these. There. Oh, I think I was leaning on my keyboard and I had my keyboard set. See, this is not what we want. You can change these and move, thank you, Teresa, to another mat if you want. It's going to change the color, but if you want to cut out scraps of vinyl or paper, you can do that. You just put whatever color you know that you want that Y to be and that A to be. You can move these. And when you're doing it, count the squares. These squares equal the squares on the mat. So if you put this A here, you know you want it below the 6-inch and inside the 2-inch. So you want to make sure there's enough paper there to cover that. I would also go a little lower here than that. Okay. And you are not going to remember all of this stuff. So it's best to watch it and then play along with me. So we're going to cancel. We want to print this. We don't have all these different types of paper or vinyl or whatever you want to use. So we're going to select it all and we're going to click flatten. Welcome, Let's Make. So if you click flatten, it got rid of all the black lines because they will not cut. They are no longer cut lines. It will print. So if I click make it, it's going to print that and it's going to cut out everywhere there is white. Okay, anywhere you see white, it will cut around that. I also suggest practicing. So many people say they don't know how to do print and cut. I say, well, have you tried? Because it's so easy. All you have to do is click make it. It kind of does it for you. You hit continue. You click on send to printer. And then you can, mine's not going to send it to printer, I don't think. I don't know what internet I'm on. I forgot to do the speed test. I always use system dialog. And then click print. And then the system dialog does not show up. I've waited 5 or 10 minutes for it before because I forgot it sends it behind Design Space. So this part is hiding behind Design Space. I always choose the best quality. Your little box here may look different depending on what printer you have. I have the Epson 2760. So you can pick the different things. Plain paper, you can say photo paper, glossy, or whatever you want. Sometimes I choose heavy paper. I forgot where that's at. Somewhere on here I had cardstock. So I might just use photo matte paper just for cardstock and then hit print. You've never seen system dialog. It's there. Let me hit cancel. You have to check it. So when I am here, oh wait, let me click this, send to printer again. Check this to turn on the system dialog. You also want it on best. And you also want the bleed on. When this prints out, it's going to be fuzzy and blurry, but when it cuts, it's going to be perfect. That fuzzy and blurriness, that extra part, is so you don't see any white around the edges. Keep bleed on. If it looks blurry and fuzzy, it's okay. It's going to cut out. But another thing is, let's go back. Let me show you how to draw on a tag or something and print it. We're going to cancel. Okay, let's just have a shape. We're going to have a circle. And if you want, a lot of people are asking me about stickers. I have a whole video, 2 videos or 3 videos, all about stickers. So easy. Now you can take any image, any shape. I can go in here and we don't want thank you card. Let's just do all images. Let's just browse the images. Let's do this one because he's so cute. Oh, and I had that thank you card selected in there. Get rid of that. If I wanted this to print, I could just flatten this. Now this is going to print. Anywhere you see grid, it's going to cut that out. If I didn't want that to do that, let's unflatten it. If I unflatten it, it's still set to print, but the different ones are separated. And now when you hit make it, those are going to be not together, not how you want them to print. So that's what flattening helps with. So if it's all flattened together, it will stay like this when I hit make it. If you're not sure, always click make it. You don't have to make it, you can hit cancel. Okay, let's talk about this with words. Let's make it yellow. Let's add some words. Let's put love you. Let's put it on a different one. We can do line spacing by making the lines better together. I'm going to do -5. Closer together. Okay, let's make it smaller. Now, if you were to, some people do this. You can change it to print up here. Next to line type, you see fill. It says no fill. That means it's not going to print. You can change this to print. You see the cut lines go away. You can change this to print. Whoops. Hit fill, no, and print. Now, you can also, oh wait, that's on here. Here's the color. You can change the color of it to print. You can click pattern, and you can choose patterns. And I'm going to make this black. I'm going to hide all of this stuff. Now, if I put this here, you do not want to attach it. If you attach it, it's going to cut out this letter also. Let's see what happens. We're going to attach it and click this. Sometimes it doesn't always show it for me though. Yeah, when you print it, it'll show it. You don't want to attach it, you want to flatten it. So there's no need to be attached. you can flatten it, but you do not have to change it to print up here first. And so what this is going to do is this is going to print this circle. It's going to cut out these letters separately. That's probably not what you want because they will be completely separate pieces. So we're going to unflatten it, move this over here, select that, align it in the center, and then flatten. So flatten is only used when you want to do print and cut. So then when you hit make it and continue, you'll send to printer. So now nobody watching this video can tell me you don't know how to print. Thank you, Bear. Welcome. Hope I said that right. And then cancel. Now, if you have more questions that are not answered in this video, please put them in the comments and I'll try to cover them in the next video. These are questions about Design Space. Okay, now let's get to group, weld, flatten. No, we did flatten. Attach, slice. What all those things mean. We're going to bring in some Lucky Charms here. Not really. I want pink. Go down here, change it to pink. Okay. If I were to take these two images, select them both, you know they're selected because they're over here, weld them, it changes them to the same color and it only changes, you only cut out the outside. It does not cut out the middle. The only way to unweld is to undo. Okay, so now let's attach them. Clicking attach. Now, if you don't understand how this works, do it yourself. Put some shapes together. Click some buttons. This will cut out right here. The square will also cut right across here, so you'll have a smaller triangle here. So that's going to cut through both of those. Now, if I want to group it, oh, I don't have them selected. Click group up here. Now, the only thing group does is make it so you can move it on the mat together. You can hide them together. You can do all of that. If I hit make it, these are still on separate mats. Group does nothing to this area. Group is only a convenience to group them together so you can move them away, you can hide them, you can size them all together. So group is only for here. It's only convenience. Now slice, if I take these two and hit slice, this is actually what happens if they were attached. They would turn out just like this. You have this piece, you have this piece, and this piece, and this. So slice cuts right through it. Okay, so you guys can keep asking questions. We may not get to all of them. I will save those questions and save them for next week. So come back next week if we don't get to all of your questions. Okay, so I showed you attach, weld, and slice, and group. Let's move this up. I could slice these. I'm going to show you a little bit more of slice. So now I have these, and I have a hole in the center. Let me change this. You can see the grid through here, so that's going to cut out. Anywhere you see grid is going to cut. If you change your mind and you don't want it to slice, you can undo, or you can click contour and click on this. It'll make it go away. And you always have the option to bring it back. Do you see what contour does? Oh, let me show you. Let's make this one a different color. How not to slice. Let me bring this up here. So I want to slice all of these together. So I'm going to select them all. Slice is not lit up. Can you tell me why slice is not lit up? All of these things I'm doing right now are also for the joy. Mandy's asking, how often do I do videos? I do Design Space class every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. I do crafting videos Tuesday at noon Eastern time and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, I cannot slice this. I just did explain contour. I can't slice it because you can only slice 2 layers at a time. I have 3 selected. So I can only select 2 of these. So if I put my mouse and it's only over the yellow and the blue one, then I can slice. Now, the green one disappeared, but it's still there. It's just below it because anytime I do an action, it brings it to the top. So I'm going to move that green one. Now I'm going to select just the yellow and the green one, and I'm going to slice. So then it sliced that out through the middle, and I have all these other pieces. So like I said, contour, you can click on the cut. Contour will take away cuts, or will add cuts. I can contour out the outside of the layer also. So then I only have this left. And if I change my mind, I can bring it back. So I'm just clicking on contour and clicking on the image. This one only has 2 cuts in it. So you can choose what you want or none of them. And then you just click off the screen. If you want something attached, let's pretend we want this to be together. Let's move this. We want these images. Wait, let me get rid of this guy. These images to all be together, to cut out together. If we attach them, they're all going to change the same color. What we have to do is attach the like colors. So I'm going to click on the yellow star. I'm going to click on the shift key. I'm holding down the shift key while I'm clicking on the other pieces. This looks like all the yellow pieces are selected, but they're not. Look in the layers panel. I only have 2 selected. So I'm going to click on this one to also select this. Now we have 3, and I can attach those. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the green. Wait, these want to select. I can't select this green one because the yellow is on top. So I can either select it here in the layers panel, or I could send this piece, arrange it to the back. That also moves it here to the bottom. But now I can select this, hold down my shift key, select this one, and attach. Let's say I want another blue piece. I'm going to duplicate this one, move that up here, and select this one. Whoops, is that? Yeah, that's right. I got 2 of them selected. I'm going to attach. So now when I click make it, now most of the time these are words that you're working with, not shapes. It doesn't matter if you're using text or shapes. So now it will cut out like this. So if you have vinyl, you can place this evenly where these go within this, piece. That little green one will show here, and you can put that up there. Hope that makes sense. The more you come and watch these videos, the more it will make sense. You can watch all of my older videos if you want. And this is version 6.1.148. This will change as there's more updates. Okay, let me check out some more questions. Cricut says your Joy has access to 50 starter projects. So make sure your machine is on Joy. Go to projects. Joy insert cards, smart labels, free for Cricut Joy. So go there, and these are your 50 projects. I think there's more than 50. They just guarantee at least 50. So if you have a Cricut Joy, all of these are completely free. So that's how you find them. You go to projects and go up here and go free for Cricut Joy. Okay. Somebody got a maker and got another one for Christmas. How can you use both at the same time? So up at the top, you can't see the top of my screen, but up at the top, if you have the Design Space selected, if you have that open, Windows computers, I think it has it like right in this line right here. I'm on a Mac. That is the only difference, is the line of words right here at the top. Everything else is the same. But you'll see Cricut Design Space. You'll see the word File, Edit, View, and Help. If you click on File, it will say New Window. So it opens a new window. Now I have two windows open. I can have one for one machine and one for the other. If you want to cut at the same time, you'll have to use one through Bluetooth and one through the cord, or one through a phone. Thank you, Mitzi. Welcome. And thank you, Norma, too. I'm looking for questions. Somebody's asking, why can't I resize it in DS? It won't let her grab it. Maybe it should. You should be able to resize this way. If you can't, restart Design Space or restart your computer. Is there a way to sort projects by difficulty level? In the projects, as I showed in the beginning, wait, let me change my machine. You know what? Let me go to home. Go to home. This has Maker projects for beginners, and also the Explorer has projects for beginners. So this might be a place to start, but to be honest, I just like to start. Let's go back to Canvas. I just like to start in images. Find an image that you want to cut. You could cut this out of paper or vinyl or anything you want. Cut a little elephant, see how it works. Then cut something with a couple colors to it. See how that goes for you. This would be great if you have animals. You could cut this out of vinyl or iron-on. Paper you would have to place in a certain spot. Cat lady, why not? So just start cutting. These are drawing. If you like gnomes and you see a gnome here or something that you like, maybe you want one of these, click on the little eye and click View Image Set. It brings up the whole image set that it goes with. So these are cutting. These are drawing. This is cut out. They cut out with felt. Isn't that so cute? How many giveaways did I do for the $25? Okay, we have a question. I see there are different levels. Hold on, let me get back to that. I see there are different levels of Patreon. Which one is for Explore, 2, and Joy for 5 or 7? So all of my projects are pretty, except for the Joy, some of them, if they're made for the Joy, I also make them for all the other machines. Some of them cannot be made on the Joy because they're bigger. Some of them, I have 2 of them, one for the Joy and one for the Maker or the Explorer. But you get all of my projects for just the $2. The $5, there's extras. The $5 one, you get into my monthly Zoom crop at no extra cost. It's just you get into that. You get into my Zoom monthly Zoom where we just chat every month. That's on the second Saturday of the month. So that will be next Saturday after class. We get to go into a Zoom together. And there's other things I can't think of right now, but it lists all of the perks that you get. The $7, you also get a shout out on my channel like I did at the beginning. And also I was thinking this morning, since I have so many of these cuties, where's my, oh, this does look black. This is not black, it's green. See? Since I have so many, I'm going to do a giveaway of a cutie in my monthly crop this month. I've not set that up yet for January, but it's always the 4th Tuesday of the month is the monthly crop. And we play games in there too, and we do a project together. I haven't decided what we're doing yet. Okay. Oh, we have 900 likes. Okay. It's time for another giveaway. We're going to do a $25 giveaway. Hold on, let me find Nightbot. Hold on. I got to refresh the giveaway. Okay, so in order to do the giveaway, you have to chat. So I want you to tell me what you learned today. If you haven't learned anything today, because you come here every single week, and I repeat myself sometimes, but there's always something new, then say something you've learned in the past or say something that may help a newbie. So this is for $25. And my videos are not sponsored by Cricut. This comes out of my own money. Some of my giveaways are sponsored by Cricut, and I usually tell you those. I get $500 to give away every month from Cricut. So there will be another giveaway in January. Make sure you're subscribed and you like my videos. If you want to be, click the bell so you get notified when my videos are uploaded. You do not have to be live for all of my giveaways. I love reading of what you've learned today. You can stop the chat if you want to read some of it. You can click on the chat. That's what I do to read it, because I can't read it as fast as it comes. Yes, you need to rewatch the videos, especially if you're a beginner and you need to have Design Space open. You don't even need to open your box of your machine. Learn Design Space, and then you won't be intimidated to open your box. Once you have some projects saved, let me show you real fast how to save a project. Let's just add this in here. When you add an image, it will put a green box around it. It will also show here. If you change your mind and you don't want one selected, you can click the X on it and you can insert. You can change any of these images. Oh, I forgot to go through the line type. Okay, let me group all of these shapes together. We're going to click group and we're going to hide them all. So we can play with this little guy. Now see, you can tell that there's nothing behind it here. This is like made to really be cut out on vinyl, and you'll see anything behind it or iron on. If you want to change it to draw, you can. And it will draw that. Although there's one made for draw, and it won't give any of these double lines. You can engrave this. It doesn't look any different, but you can see it's engraved if you have the maker and the engraving tool. I have lots of videos. Well, I don't know if I have lots. I have one or two. I have three, I think, on engraving. You can change it to deboss. When it's debossed, it'll be thicker. You can deboss on cardstock, on foiled craft board and craft board, and different things you can deboss on. Now these are only for the maker. If you have the joy, you can't. You can do the foil. So you can foil it with the fine. You can change the color. You can foil with the bold and it'll be thicker. It will show you that. Or foil with the medium. I think the fine is really too fine for almost anything unless you're writing really, really small. But it's set, I forgot what I set it on. It's on fine right here. And if it's smaller, it'll look thicker because it's smaller. I really like the medium or bold best. Now, if you have it set on the Explorer family, you don't have all those choices. You only have cut, draw, score, or foil. If you have it set on the Joy, you can't even do foil. Excuse me. You can only draw or cut. So play around in Design Space. You have an assignment. Oh, how do you save a project? I was going to tell you that. So to save a project, right now it's not saved. If you are doing a lot of editing with slicing and welding and making new images, you'll want to save up here. You make a project name. I'm just going to call this test because it's nothing I'm going to keep. And click save. Now, if you add to it, you can also do save as if you don't want to mess up what you have. You can do save as and it will make another project. And if you change anything, it'll put an asterisk next to it up here. That means it has not been saved because I just moved this. Really, that's all I did. And it will not save that. There was more I was going to show you. I forgot what it was. Oh, upload. You can upload your own images for free. Basic and vector. That means images can be a JPEG, a GIF, a PNG, a BMP, an SVG, or DXF files. An SVG is one of the most common ones. It will come in as in cut into layers. The JPEG, GIF, and PNG, you can edit. I have lots of videos. If you search Melody Lane Upload in YouTube, you will find a bunch of my videos. You can also upload something as a pattern. I also have videos on uploading pattern. If you want me to go over these again, put it in the comments. Let me know so I can do another class on that. If I showed you everything we did today, the video would be 5 hours long. It's already been 2 hours. I forgot what I was going to show you. Oh, you know what? You could change this to print. Oh, you can't with the Joy. The Joy doesn't print. So let's move it back to the Maker. I want to change this to a pattern. I just want to see what it looks like. So I'm going to change this to print and do pattern, and then we're going to pick a winner. This is all that's showing right now. I have a lot in here. It's still spinning. Oh, that's the one I just did. It doesn't want to load. All right, let's do this one. This one, I don't think this is one I uploaded. I think it's in Access. I don't know. Isn't that pretty? So you could print this out, but it's going to cut out these little lines and cut out this B would be separate. All these would be separate. But what you could do is you could add a shape behind it. I'm just going to size this shape here. Let's unlock it. Put that there. I'm going to change the color of that shape to white because I don't want it to actually print. I just want it to cut out. We're going to move this box to the back. We can center that image and we can select them both and flatten. So now it's only going to cut out the square. Let's change the background so you can see better. So I clicked on here. If you just joined us, I showed this in the beginning. Let's do blue. So now it will print and it will only cut here on the outside. But, oh, you know what? What? Oh, that's just, I thought that was the grid through his nose. It's just the square that shows the center of the image. See, when I click off, it's not there. That is really pretty. So I'll print that and cut out this. And that's the same way you can do tags and different things. You can add writing to it, and you want to put a block behind it if you don't want your writing cut out. Let's unflatten this for a second. If I were to put this down here and flatten it, it's going to cut out this square, and then it's going to cut out each letter individually. It's not going to put that on here because it doesn't have anything behind it. You can see the grid or the background color behind it. You'd like to know why it does that too. I don't know what you'd like to know. What are patterns used for? It's used to make it colorful. It will make it look like this instead of just black. Yay, Carmen has a better understanding of slice now. Elaine has a great question for all of you. So now who is going to open their boxes when class is done? Okay, let's go pick the winner. No, you don't need a reason just to craft. You can just make things. You cannot use the foil with the joy. Oh, so we're going to pick another winner. Boy, it's picking supporters this time. Oh, but a lot of you are supporters. So, what do you guys see? I don't even know what you guys are looking at. Oh, you're looking at Design Space. Okay. Yasmin Alvarez, you need to contact me and tell me how you want your $25. If you want it through PayPal, what you need to do is go to Melody Lane Inspired. There's the website. Melody Lane Inspired, and click on Contact. And I need your email that you use for either PayPal or Amazon. Tell me if it's PayPal or Amazon, and I will send you $25. Yes, just open your Design Space and play. That's what you need to do. What is flatten? I just went through flatten a few times. So if you missed it, you need to rewatch the video. Flatten will make it print. Flattens things together like a pancake. If you have 2 layers, it puts them into 1 layer, will print it out and cut around the outside or anywhere you see grid lines. Pat says, learning lots of things I didn't know even after 2 years of doing Cricut. So if you are brand new, you learned way too much today so that your brain can handle. So you need to rewatch a little bit of it, go in and play, or just go in and play around, and it might spark your memory of things that you've learned today. If you don't play in Design Space, you're never going to learn it. Even if you're watching these videos, you're not going to learn it until you try it and do it. Okay? Sorry if I feel like I'm yelling at you. But so many people are so afraid to just try it. They say they just don't know how. Well, I didn't know how to do anything until I tried it. You didn't know how to walk until you tried walking and falling down and making mistakes. Remember, it's a good thing to make mistakes. You'll learn from them. Thank you, Dawn. All right, guys. It's been over 2 hours. I try to keep them to 1 hour, but there's so much in this class. I just had to keep going. If there's more questions that I didn't get to answer, I'll try to answer them next time. Yes, trial and error. Roy says he has a hard time understanding layers. I need to understand that question. I get that question a lot. Roy is not alone. A lot of people don't understand layers. So let's go. Thank you, Dawn. Let me click on the Cricut Design Space. Let me go to images so we can understand layers, because there's no need to understand layers. I guess is where I'm getting at. Let's just browse all. You know what? First, before we start, let's just go to a new project. We're going to start with a brand new. I thought we were done, but you know, this is a question I get a lot, that people don't understand layers. So we have a fresh canvas. We're going to click on layers. We're going to browse all images. There's 184,000 images. You may not have that many because I have purchased image sets that are no longer available. So we can go to type. We can go to here. It's not what we want. Image complexity. So you can go to simple, moderate, or complex image. Layers. Let's go to multi-layer. So it's only going to give us ones with multiple layers. There's 63,000 with multiple layers. Okay, let's go here to Mickey Mouse. This is not an access. It doesn't have this green A. So if you like Mickey Mouse, I highly suggest you purchase the image sets. If I click on this, you can view the image set. So this is totally Mickey. I don't know if this one's even available to purchase yet unless you bought it in the mystery box. But I'm going to click on that and it'll show them all. So I'm just going to click on this because I can see it has different layers. So layers are over here. This is the layers panel, and every color will be on a different layer. Even though it's all together, it's kind of grouped together, I can ungroup it if I want to. These are the little buttons that go here. And the rest is kind of see-through. It's made to be used with iron-on or vinyl. I can just cut this if I want, or I can cut these. Now, some people say, well, how do you know what color to put on your mat? I'm going to change the color of this because it's kind of hard to see on the final mat. So we're just going to change it for that for now. And I'm going to click Make It. I'm losing my voice. So here's the white. We know we want to cut this out in white because our mat is white. We know we want to cut this out in orange because it's orange. But you could use black. Even though this is orange, It doesn't matter. The machine does not know what color you're using. It will never know what color you're using. And then here's another layer. So if you were cutting this out on vinyl, you would have this as the base layer, and then you could layer these on top of it. I have videos on how to layer iron-on. I have videos on how to layer vinyl. If you forgot how to save, you just go up here to save, and you put your project name and click save. It's very easy. Yes, Carolyn, I love your comment. She says, at newbies, the machine is easy to operate. Only has 3 buttons. You need to learn DS. Don't be intimidated. Also, let me take you here. This is my channel. Make sure you join. Oh, wait, no. I don't mean join. Join will cost money, 99 cents or $4.99. You do not have to join. You can subscribe. Because this is my channel, I don't have a subscribe button. But I'll show you a subscribe button. This is the video we're doing right now. Later on, I hope to have more information. Here's the chat. Your screen may have the chat on the side of the video. You can like the video. One person didn't like it. That's okay. And there's also links down here. There is the link to the Patreon, to, oh, this says 700. There's over 850 Design Space projects now. The Dream Box, a lot of people ask me about the machine behind me. That's the Stream Box. It will close up into a box. I have a discount code for that. Right here. And other things. You can do some shopping. And when you click through these links, it will give me a small commission. You can use my code. My code now is Melody Lane. You can share my video. This is how you want to enter my hashtag what I learned melody. You share and tell people what you learned with that hashtag. You can also save the video. You can save it to your own playlist. If you like it, it will add it to a playlist. Even if you do not make videos, you all in the chat have a YouTube account. If you click like, it will bring you, let me go back to my channel. You can always go to your channel by clicking the name here of whosever channel it is. Now, if you do not do videos, YouTube will create a playlist for liked videos. I have mine set to private, so you don't know what videos I like, but I have 1.7 thousand videos that I like. So if you like a video and maybe want to watch it later, click like on the video, no matter whose channel it is. And you will always have that list of videos that you like and you can come back to. You can also, when it says, let's go back to that video. When it says share, or not share, save, you can see these are my playlist. This one I'm saving in both of these playlists. You can save it to watch later. You can make up your own playlist. So you can click create new playlist. I have lots of playlists. And you can find all of these on my channel by clicking on playlist. If you are a member, click on membership. It will tell you what you get here. Your badge next to your name will grow. And it has more things. Okay, community. My store where you can get my merchandise. There's also channels. So here's some channels I recommend. This Beard Adventures is my son. You can watch us on our trip. This was yesterday. There was a car that spun around in the middle of like 7 lanes of traffic yesterday. It rained a lot yesterday. So I was going to show you how to subscribe. So I'm already subscribed and I click the bell. Let's say I unsubscribe. You'll see a red thing. So you'll see this on my channel. You can also subscribe to my son's. I'm on his channel too. And he's on my channel. So we click subscribe, click the bell, and you can do personalized or all. Click all so you'll get notified when all my videos go live. Okay. Okay, guys, I think that's it for now. I want to thank you all for being here. Oh, Kim says she accidentally hit the thumbs down and she doesn't know how to change it. All you have to do is hit the thumbs up. You can only choose thumbs down or thumbs up. So if you accidentally hit thumbs down, then just click the thumbs up. That happens. Don't worry about it. I won't cry if I get thumbs down. Okay, guys, I want to thank you. Wish you all an awesome new year. We have a lot more coming this year and a lot of great things coming. You guys just make my day. You just make me so happy. I have such an awesome community of people. And I am just so grateful to have all of you here in my videos. And all of you that recommend my videos to other Cricut people who are new and learning. Remember, all these classes, you can always go back and watch. Sometimes YouTube has to process it, so it's not always available right away. Rosalie says the thumbs down has to be an accident. So thank you for being here, and I will see you Tuesday with a new project at noon Eastern. Bye, guys. I forgot how to stop.